what it do? So fellas, how to make her jealous is actually what I just talked about, and now I'm gonna do how to make her regret losing you. That's tough. Now she's in her feelings. You forgot about me. You don't want to reply. Oh, you think you're too good to reply now? Yep, it went from that, her being jealous, to now, OMG, I regret it. I thought the grass was greener on the other side. And honestly, the truth of it is that you're the best guy that she ever had. Okay? Whoa. Wow, almost choked there. So fellas, you know what's up already. Give this video a big thumbs up though. It really helps your girl out. Y'all know the algorithm needs to keep flowing. But for sure, give this video a big thumbs up, and let me get to the talking. So off the bat, with making her regret losing you, the easiest way is gonna be bossing up. yeah. And I'm getting excited because it's time to prove to her all this dough and all the ish talking, the bad talking, down talking on you, it has to come to an end. And listen, women will not step forward and be like, well, you know what? I volunteer to stop talking bad about you, or I volunteer to start respecting you because I have to. Absolutely not. It takes for you to step forward and put an end to it. And that's really the reality of it. But listen, fellas, I'm not going to get on your a-hole. I'm not going to get on you guys's. I'm not going to get on y'all for not making sure that you're taking accountability, walking away. I won't do that too much in this video. I'll try to tell you how to boss up and make her really regret you by her doubting you in a second. I'll talk more and elaborate, but I'll tell you this. Get that if you're making her regret losing you, it's going to take a lot of you taking strength, okay? So accountability still has to be there. As much as I want y'all, and I will still in future videos get on you guys about, okay, hustle, grind. You see what's happening. You see how she's treating you. Is it even worth you making her regret losing you? And why are you even doing it for her? So as much as I can preach and go on about all those things, y'all should know it as well. Keep it in the back of your mind, because when you do go ahead and prove her wrong, then it hits way more, and it hits so different. So I want to say this though, fellas, when you make her regret losing you and make her actually see that she should have never doubted you, that means that this is the first baby step that you actually taken since you guys most likely been together. So look at it like this. If she ends up regretting losing you, it's because the way she viewed you this whole entire time, this way of doubting you, in her mind has changed. Now you have been the guy that could get to her feelings. Now you are the guy that is doing big things that she never never expected to, and doubted you this whole time. So maybe some of the dreams that you told her, maybe some of the conversations you guys had about, well, you know, in a year I'm supposed to be here. Maybe all those things has been stalling after stalling. It's been procrastination after procrastination, and in her mind, we know dang well you're not gonna get to it. And with that being said, y'all gotta get to the lube though. Chocolate lube is out now, fellas. Y'all want a better experience, especially when she regrets losing you and comes back to wanting more of you. You gotta get the lube. That chocolate lube is down below, straight from Amazon. You guys can get it right away, fellas, and click that link, okay? So back to this whole having her regret losing you though, for real. We have to backtrack to get that. When you make her regret also losing you, you have to know that she has some feelings. So it might be revenge. It might be, okay, well, you know what? I just want to get him back because the grass is not greener on the other side. It could be a lot of different things, but it's your job to be ready, because when she regrets losing you, she sees what's in you now. And so you have to bounce that energy back in a good way. And this is where you keep getting more motivated and keep going stronger and harder, because of the fact that she hated on you or doubted you or really wants you now because you are doing good. So no better way to make her regret losing you than going ahead and making that one thing that she's been saying you can never do, or has actually put doubt on you. And the better thing yet is something that you might have, as a fella, put doubt on yourself that, you know, you can't do, or something that you've been wanting to say so long that you want to do, that you finally do. So that one big thing it's a baby step and it's hard to kind of get to it, but you're taking efforts, and these efforts have to actually manifest and show in front of her face. So the way that she starts regretting losing you is knowing that you get closer to your goals, this connection grows. You have this attachment to wanting success, wanting more, wanting only specific women, letting only women that are valuable or are valuable to you. Right? There's a difference where the modern day woman is valuable because she looks like this, and then you have your own standards and expectations, and so she's not as valuable. So there's a difference now when she can't get to you. She doesn't have that type of access, and you went even harder, and so you get closer to your goals. So now this builds up this distance, this actually far apart from you. This is her, fellas. So it's like y'all are viewing it like this. Okay, she can never regret losing me because as she goes far apart, right? This is, maybe you guys don't talk for a while. And this can also be maybe, you know what, she cut you off for real. This is the part where some of you guys really want to make her regret losing you or want her back into your life. So this is the fear of, okay, she's going further away. Days pass, she's all the way here. You know, now it's been years, she's all the way up, like gone. Instead, in this period of time, instead of thinking, okay, how could I work harder? How could I make this woman see that, yeah, I am that guy that she thinks that I'm not. And you know what? Let me prove myself first, right? Okay, that I could do these things. And, you know, you really got to stop doubting yourself, fellas, and getting distracted by women. Because the big reason why y'all are not getting to where you need to be. But that's where you start. You start, okay, I'm not going to go through getting disrespected no more. I'm not going to get treated this way, right? But let's just put an end to that. We move on to having this woman regret losing you, with this time being put apart. Now realizing that I can't get access to him. This man has no time for me no longer. Y'all got to get this ego and pride that's built inside of them. It has never, ever been hurt, has never been touched or bothered by no guy. And if it has been the alpha guys that most likely she's still dealing with. And that's because, okay, well, he wants to deal with her too. Yes. So the reality is that this distance of her spending more time apart, her getting away from you, if it's the correct way because you are doing what you got to do as a high value man, what is happening? You're not worrying. You're not the simp on this side that's worrying. Instead, it's her that's worrying. You see how tables turn, but instead women have turned it so much and not having to have to put more work. It's just down to beauty. And yes, shout out to the girls that put a lot of effort and whatnot. But, you know, we know dang well men have it way harder. So, yes, we get that, yes, you have to put that effort, set yourself apart and then switch things for yourself so you are different than these other guys being different to her, where she has to come back. And in this time where you're building yourself, she's the one that's worrying so much about why you're building yourself apart. Why are you separating yourself from her when you're the one that needs her to keep going? That's her viewpoint. Guys don't get to her ego and pride unless it's those guys that understand women and have the stuff to back it up as being that man, as being that guy in the modern day. So when you have that going on, your worries are not there. And instead, this woman knows what she has to lose and knows. And this is why later on, when you make her regret losing you, you start getting on your purpose. You start doing things differently. And she notices now. But for those guys specifically speaking, those alphas, those high value guys, she knows, right? She knows that, oh man, if I try to come back, right? When I try to do these types of stuff, it won't work. And then what sucks is that I have to start acting right. But the thing is, they never will. They don't want to. They want to be for the streets, right? They'd rather be for the trenches. So for her, she understands, she knows, she'll try a few things. No matter what a woman will try with the alpha, no matter what type of guy, she'll keep trying. But this distance apart, she's seeing he's getting closer. He's not actually impacted. So this ego of hers is feeling ways of, well, you know what? You actually have your shit together. You have this and that. You look good. Women are after you. And you're the guy that wanted her this whole entire time. And now the tables have turned where now she wants you, but you do not want her. How could that be? And that all happens with you actually improving and going so hard to make these goals happen. So it means, fellas, next things, and this is discussion as you can tell, but it means next things is putting yourself around the right people. Whether it's your friends or your families that are impacting you in the wrong way, or if it's time to spend a lot of time by yourself, this is how you can get closer to your next goals. No distractions. Yes, the woman is distracting you for the most part. Y'all know this because y'all keep going back. Y'all are the ones that are unfortunately trying to make her regret losing you when you should want to just boss up, and it ends up making her regret losing you in the process regardless. But regardless, it means that you might need a lot more time with yourself to actually be that guy. Imagine if she was doubting you this whole entire time, knowing that it was that one friend, that one boy that's really actually impacting your life in such a negative way, or maybe telling lies on you, something like that. But you see, fellas, that's just one aspect. Okay, so I'm gonna get to wrapping up with this video because, you know, we're basically getting to the end of the video, but I'll get to wrapping up to say that if you are the guy that wants to be around her, can't find your purpose, doesn't know how to be alone, what she's just feeling is the softness. The guy that needs loving, that needs the caring, but instead, when he could do more caring for himself, when he could be invested way more into himself, instead it's more, how could I spend more time to get her to notice me? And so those are obviously the wrong ways to try to make her regret losing you. Those are also the ways that women notice that, unfortunately, this man right here, he's not any good, and he only does things to get women, and that's where he gets his real strength. So building that strength, even in a time where she's spending more time away from you, that is where you really have a regret losing you. You can't get impacted by her. That is how powerful you are now at this point of actually going to accomplish more goals. So understand, when you grow and you become stronger, you are able to resist. You are able to say no to her. You are able to stop being a yes man. And now you're not pleasing her or pleasing women, but instead they're trying to get your attention to please you. So you become ultimately the prize at the end of the day. And reality is like, y'all could have started a long time ago. But if it was a woman that was distracting you, or it was really the fact that you didn't want to get on your goals, you didn't want to spend more time alone, then it's that on you. But now you have to hop on and catch up, or let's just say you got to get it going now. So I need y'all to get that. Y'all got to start spending a lot more time to actually develop yourself. This whole time given to yourself, instead of only finding the reason, the goal to get her back, to get her attention, to do it for other reasons aside from yourself, that is not going to be the success that you want. Because when you get her back, it will be you stuck again. When will you get strength? When you get her back and she leaves, when will you get strength? When you have her by your side and she's hurting you, when will you get strength? She knows you won't get a strength. You won't get strength from other places. You are not mentally capable of understanding, you know what, take this strength and go put it to work and actually go do other things that could actually help you release it. Release the anger, or release all this that she's putting you through, and you can go ahead, release it this way instead of running back to her and being a little crybaby type of thing. So I'm going to really say this, and give this video a big thumbs up. I'm going to really say this. You're not going to make no woman regret losing you when she knows that you're not that guy. You don't have it yet going on, and it's not your time yet. And fellas, you don't have to make that time stall. You don't have to put a hold or slow it down. But if you're saying the same excuses, the same, well, I'm not ready, or it's going to happen later, you know what, I'm going to do it for her, and then you can't keep doing it even for her when you shouldn't be doing it for her. When it's just constantly that, you're going to stay in the same spot no matter what. And that's going to always, like I love to say, back on you. But you can have a regret losing you when you choose yourself to get things happen. And then you see over time, she's looking at your way. So that her getting further away, that whole thing that I was talking to you guys, explaining to you guys this whole entire time, that is not going to be a problem no longer. And you're not going to have her actually, you know, stay away from you for so long. The regret is going to be way too much. And when she is spending this time apart, when I say it's not a problem no longer, she's spending this time apart trying to figure out how she can get closer to you. And instead, you guys are spending this time to grow closer to yourself. That will be the difference, the huge major difference compared to those other times where you probably tried to make her regret losing you. Compared to those times where, you know what, you know, you thought you were getting it right this time, but it really wasn't the truth, okay? So fellas, once again, if you haven't given this video a big thumbs up, do that. But make sure when you're making her regret losing you, if you're making sure that you're doing it for yourself, make sure that you're actually gonna do it long term, because you're gonna be stuck in the same cycle. I already talked about you don't want to get your strength from her, and that's how you keep going. That's how you can get better results. You're really not getting better results, but I don't want to talk about that. I just need y'all to get that when you do it for yourself, you'll have it happen longer. You'll have yourself fall in love with yourself. Yeah, you'll choose yourself. And then better yet, you'll have women picking you when you don't even really want them no more. And yes, that one woman that you probably watch this video to figure out how to make her regret losing you will be back for you, okay? I am sure some of you guys really wanted to hear that. But fellas, when she does come back for you, or comes back because she regrets losing you, make sure you have your lube ready to go. And like I said, that chocolate lube is out now. Y'all can get it by clicking that link in the bio, the Amazon link. And fellas, y'all need to hop on it, because you can give her a way better experience by having that chocolate lube. And I told you there's a natural one as well. All right, so I thank you guys for watching. And if you want to book your consultations to continue to talk to your girl, you can go ahead and do that, and y'all will see me in my next video. Bye guys.